Why do I sweat so much, fart so much, bruise easily, green poop, so much, bruise easily, feel tired of the dog, see so much. And then you go, have no friends. See above. Then, why is, right, there... Now... That's just... How mad is that? I love it. Have I done Is It Wrong yet?
I think we passed wrong a while ago.
I love someone actually bothered to ask, is it wrong for a Christian to get a tattoo?
I like the is it wrong with the blank. You can fill it in yourself right above that.
Yeah, just, is it wrong?
Just, is it wrong?
I can put in my guess. So if I put in...
Easily the strangest show I've ever been on. We're basically watching him just play around on a computer. He's got his back to us. It's fantastic.
Well, this is such a kind of... You tell what's going on in the world at the moment, right? So as you're typing in, when you get to the end of Robert, it's like... Pattinson. Does Robert Pattinson shower? Anyway, Downey... Does Downey smoke, have kids? Where does Robert Downey... How much does Robert Downey Jr. weigh? Somebody wanted to know that somewhere in the
fourth most popular question about you on Google.
Let's do Ed. Is Ed Byrne we've finished our silly game now. So, Sherlock Holmes, it's in cinemas on Boxing Day. Ed Byrne's DVD in shops now. I should say, handily pre-Christmas.
But yes, as I say, there's a massive gift-giving festival, and it's just in the...
Lovely.
Yeah, you think you're cut. You think you're buff. Look at that for a figure.
Different class.
Different
class. Is there one in here?
Yeah,
keep this one.
Yeah, do.
Yeah. You mind?
I'd be flattered and honoured.
Yes.
That's one, anyway.
You talk about class. Do you get different reactions from, like, audiences around the country? Because, you know, that kind of old north side divide and all of that.
The biggest difference in crowds is the day of the week, to be honest with you. You know, a Monday night will laugh at things that a Saturday night won't.
Because you've got to deal with drunk people.
Yeah. Well, you have to deal with them in the audience, and you have to deal with them sometimes just coming up to you to tell you that they don't like you as well after a show. People who didn't even have the balls to heckle will just come up to you sometimes. Yeah, I've had people... The worst are drunk women, to be honest with you, because... No, I'll tell you why, because drunk men, whoever they're with will tell them to shut up, you know? Whereas drunk women, like, their bloke might be like, I love... I'm not here! I had a woman come up to me once in Cork, and she was so angry was what got me. She was really angry about the fact that she didn't think I was funny. You know, it wasn't like I just appeared on her television and said something that wasn't funny. It was like I'd been keeping her awake at night by breaking into her house and doing bad stand-up comedy while bouncing from down her head. You know? She was really angry. And she comes up and she goes, "Here you! I don't know why you call yourself a comedian. You're not funny." To which I said, "Well, I'm sure it says on your passport that you're a female." Oh, didn't I? She started it. And then we just sort of get into it, and she's just, "Well, you're shit, and why don't you piss off?" And I'm like, you know, and we're just going at it, and I'm just coming out with basically just like heckle put downs on her and stuff like that. But then her boyfriend comes over and starts trying to break it up, and she won't. She's still going at it until eventually I just said, "Look, why don't we just say you win and I lose, and let's just leave it at that." Although even having said that, I still couldn't leave it at that. I had to follow that up with, "But if you win, why do I feel like I've just played chess with a chimpanzee and it's now got my king shoved up its arse?" But here's the thing.
I love that you bothered.
I know. I have to just... on the way out, you know.
I know the feeling.
I mean, this went on for like 10 minutes. And then at the end of it, the boyfriend, after I've been locked in a slagging match with his missus for 10 minutes right in front of him, then does something worse than anything I could have done by going, "Here, Ed, can I get a photo with you?" You most certainly can. Who should we get to take us? Put your trotter on the top button there, look.
And now, you're married. You'd just been married, I think, the last time you were on.
Yeah.
So what was it, a year ago?
Yeah, it's been a little over a year now, yeah. It's been nearly a
Going
year.
okay?
It's all going... It's
Good.
all... Yes.
That's a good answer.
Very good.
It would have
It's
been a very
going
short job if you started crying. No, it's not.
Because it is funny when you ask a man that question and then he gets the answer wrong. On my tour, I would ask people who got married recently, you know, how it's going. And I asked a guy in Wolverhampton that question in front of his new wife. And I said, are you enjoying being married? And it was great because he was winning. And then he asked it. Because, are you enjoying being married? He went, yeah. It's all right. Oh, you were doing so well.
Oh. And are you planning a family?
I don't know. Well, I got married. That'll be a start.
Yes.
I don't know.
Step one.
I'm 37 now, so, you know, even if I have a kid tomorrow, you know, God knows what age I'll be by the time my daughter's friends are all 16. So what's the point, you know? That's my American Beauty joke, thank you. No, well, I'd like to... Do you know what? I'd like to have kids just so I can win arguments with other people who have kids. I don't know, I find the thing about not having kids is if you meet someone who does have kids and you get into an argument, it doesn't matter what the argument's about, they win because they have kids. It doesn't matter, and even if it's nothing to do with kids, it could be, you'd be talking about, someone will say, we should bring back the death penalty. And I'm like, no, well, no, we shouldn't. It's never proven a deterrent. And I'll go, yeah, do you have kids? No. Well, then you don't know what you're talking about. It's always that thing, is like, you don't have kids, so you don't know anything. I know about contraception, and that always annoys me. So I think I'm the type of man who would have a kid just so I can go up to people I've lost arguments to in the last 50 years. Go, look, I've got a kid now. Still wrong. Tell me he's wrong, son.
And your son, Indio, is that
Yes,
yeah.
Indio.
How old is he now?
He's 16.
So do you think he's going to become an actor, or?
No, I don't think he's interested. He's got a band, and it's just such a faster, better way to have chicks dig you. And he's really good, actually, too.
Oh, actually, that must, as a father, that must be such a relief that he's good at it.
Yeah. He's also taller and more handsome than me and kind of generally bored with me, so that's also good for my humility.
Yeah.
He's taller and more handsome than you, but you feel he needs to be in a band to get chicks.
Listen, very shortly we're going to have some music, but before we do, we loved you in Chaplin.
Oh, thank you.
And it got us thinking about the silent movie era. Do you see? You know, the silent movies with the music, the speech cards, the comedy, custard pies, all of that. And it struck us, surely the hardest thing of all to do in the silent movie era would have been to have a talk show, okay? It'd be very hard to do, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it, madam? See, now you're agreeing. Yes. So, we thought we'd give it a go. So, we've got a silent movie effect and music. So, you understand what's going on, yes? You're following us. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to mime, and the speech cards will do the work for us. Are you following this?
Can this technically be considered now acting with Robert Downey Jr.? Can we...
Yes, you can.
Technically...
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
What degree from Kevin Bacon are you, then? I can know where I am in the game now.
Just don't drop the ball.
So okay, I'm fine. Okay. Here we go. I've got towels. I've got towels. I've got towels. It's the Jake of the season. Oh, well done, everyone.
Let me lay this down on my feet.
Your designer shoes. Now, do we? Oh, we've got other things here. Let's help poor man who's just had a pie thrown in his face.
You want to talk about humility. It's one thing to take the pie in the face and then have him say cut. It's another thing to have hundreds of people here watching after the fact. Let's hear it.
Oh, Jack. Here we go. There you go.
It's hard without a mirror. Can I help him?
Yes, of course you can.
Come here, Kitty.
This is rather beautiful.
Come on. Right between your eyes and stuff, too.
Oh.
Yes.
What have you done with your trousers? Trousers, there you go. You ready? Ready to move on? No, all right, it is time to meet our musical guest tonight. He was one of the first stars to emerge from a reality music show, and he's still a pop idol. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Will Young! He's in the music end. He's got to do some... He's got to run off and sing in a minute.
Yes, you are.
I want to be pied so you can wipe it off my face.
Precious moments.
Beautiful. And now, listen, you're here to do a job. What are you going to be singing for us in a minute?
You and I.
You and I.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes. And this is from new Greatest Hits.
Yeah, I know. It makes me feel really old.
Yeah, well, it makes you seem really old.
I am really old.
Now, obviously we know a lot about you. We know you're a lovely singer and everything. But what you may not know, well, you probably don't know anything about Will Young, but what a lot of people may not know about Will Young is he's a little bit psychic. Little bit psychic. A little bit
Oh,
clairvoyant.
I am a little bit psychic, yeah.
See?
Yes, I am.
And yet,
I thought you said you were a little bit sick. I couldn't...
I like the
I'm
way...
a little bit sick as well. I've got a runny tummy. It's horrible. Oh. It's really hard.
That's why he's down that end. Yeah. Near the tissues and towels.
Yeah, exactly.
Just, there you go. So, although you are a little psychic, you didn't expect me to ask you that.
No.
But you...
Yeah. In fact, I wrote it down.
So what have you predicted so far, Will Young?
I predicted Pop Idol.
What did you predict?
I predicted that I would win a competition for a singer.
Okay, and you did do that.
And I did.
Yes.
I predicted that I would do a film based in the 1930s with Judy Dench, and I did.
What? And he did.
Yeah, and I wrote it down. I did write it down.
Yeah, not just messing, not making this up.
I'm not making it up. and I predicted that I'd do a Noel Coward play.
And you did.
Yeah. And that I'd meet Robert Downey Jr. Yay.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. No.
I saw it in the credits.
Yeah. But tell me this. Concentrate now. Look
Okay.
into the future.
Ooh. Yeah.
He's a singer. Don't we know it? Sing. I'm a singer. Who do you think is going to win X Factor?
Oh, I see. I think I think Joe will win X Factor.